We go to Twitchcon. A lot of this is hazy because I'm actively sick and I was dastardly drunk the first night we were there. We land in San Diego, get in the Uber, no problem. My dumbass orders an Uber X instead of an Uber XL, and Brooke's suitcase doesn't even fit in the fucking Uber on the way there. And I feel really bad because now I'm getting the Uber driver to move his personal bags around. Have you ever had that? You get an Uber from an airport. Like, I kind of want it to feel like a taxi. I'm seeing this guy's like personal belongings, right? He's like moving them around to like fit the suitcase. And I'm like, I'm so sorry, sir. I shouldn't have ordered the fucking Uber X. You know, but it's $5 cheaper. And my dumb ass was like, well, we're two people. I wasn't thinking about the suitcases. Anyways, that's a stupid part of the story. We get to the hotel. No problem. Go through the first day. When we get to the hotel, this is the first video that I'm going to show you guys. I paid for a king room with a premium city view, okay? Because I love a city view at a hotel. Anybody else? I love being at, like, the top floor. I don't care if the elevator ride is fucking 3 minutes long. I love staring out the window, even if it's for fucking 30 seconds. I'm like, this is awesome. So I paid a little bit more for a king premium view. Is this the video?
I'm so excited.
All right, this was actively when I was still going to vlog this. I don't know why the video's in, like, 240p.
I'm so excited.
This was the big reveal of the city view.
Premium city view. I paid for a fucking premium city view.
And look how dirty the fucking window is. It looks like somebody pissed all over the window and then it fucking air dried. Whoever's in this apartment surely died. That door was open. At the end of the video, I say, oh shit, somebody's coming outside. That door wide open the entire trip we're there. Like, I'm talking wide open. Not even a bug screen. Like, I could see inside their apartment.
Fucking premium city view. What the fuck is this? I mean, like, that's kind of cool over there. Bro, this is other people. Oh, there's somebody coming outside.
Bro, it's air conditioning. It was swinging open and closed, though. They didn't have it, like, pinned open. Like, when the wind would blow, the door would go, boom, right against the fucking back metal part. I'm like, I feel like they died. That day, we go to the convention center, get our badges, go to the partner party. Partner party's open for about, 2 hours. Open bar, though. I have about 6 Coors banquets. I meet Tubbo. He had this cool Sims thing on his head that was glowing. I'm like, where the fuck did you get that? And he's like, at this party. And I'm like, damn, I was kind of like low-key being like, do you have an extra one? He didn't have an extra one. Meet Zoil, which I was in a GeoGuessr event which was pretty cool. He's like 6'10". We go to this bar called Happy Does. At this point, the only people that are in my group that I know that are there are me, Sneeg, Brooke, Sneeg's wife, Hannah, and Handsome. And Handsome doesn't drink anymore. And we're kind of casually drinking, you know. I've gotten a shot or two, but I'm pretty drunk. And then all of my, like, other friends show up. Zeusy shows up. Chris, Jay, all my friends show up. And I'm like, oh my God, we need to get drunk. Thinking that they're as drunk as me. They're not as drunk as me. So I just start drinking margaritas. I'm ordering everybody drinks. I'm like, I got a Twitch Rivals event. This is gonna, the Twitch Rivals event's gonna fucking pay for this. Let's just start doing rounds of shots. I get obliterated. Everybody the next day said I was looking through them, not at them. The whole bar is doing karaoke. And we just start going around being like, who wants to sing Creed? Who wants to sing One Last Breath? This is a fucking great idea. Everybody, let's get on fucking stage and sing One Last Breath by Creed. So we get up there and we're fucking singing. You can look at me. Doesn't matter. Look at the guy behind Handsome Fella. Why is the video in fucking 240p? Look at him. He's rubbing his shoulders. Look what Brooke says.
Why is he massaging him?
Handsome comes back down. He's like, yo, your friend's awesome. I'm like, what? He's like, you don't know that guy? I'm like, what do you mean? We just walked up on stage. Like, yeah, a lot of us were up there. That was like a random 45-year-old man. He's like, bro, he was like rubbing my shoulders. I'm like, yeah. Yeah, we didn't know who the fuck he was, and then he just disappeared. Also, I gotta say, this year was the IRL stream apocalypse. Everybody was streaming on their fucking Samsung phone everywhere, and it pissed me off. There were people streaming at the bar. Last year, they had signs everywhere saying no streaming, no film photography allowed. I don't know why they didn't have that this year. I was blackout drunk. Don't remember fucking seeing that many streamers at Happy Does, which was the name of the bar. Everybody the next day was like, bro, there were so many people streaming. If I was sober, I would have walked up to him and been like, hey, pal, can you fuck off? You're filming people drunk. That's weird. Do you know that? Or, okay. Anyways. I don't care. Like, it's different if you're in your own corner and the camera's facing you. But, like, these are people that are, like, wandering around the bar interviewing people. That is, like, am I crazy in, like, saying, I feel like that's just, like, rude. I don't know. Maybe it's, like, a different take. It's different at the convention center or somewhere where it's, like, during the day where you're expecting to be like recorded in San Diego because it's a convention. But if it's like 2 a.m. at a bar and I'm drunk and some guy's like, hey, say hi to my chat. Hey, can you say what's up to chat? For example, at the partner party, you weren't allowed to stream. But at bars, that was also a rule, and then they changed. I don't know if they changed it. They just didn't care as much. It might have been just because there was too many people. When we went to the convention center last year, there was probably like 10 to 12 IRL streamers that I vividly remember seeing. This year, I'm so serious. Every third person was streaming. Back to my story. We leave the bar. We're in like a big group. It's like 20 people, friends of friends of friends. I black out. And I'm not advising this. This is like this is the most drunk I got the first night. It's not even close. I think it's because other people showed up that I knew, and I was so excited that I was like, let's get really drunk, thinking that they were as drunk as me. We leave. Apparently smoked a joint. Don't remember it at all. Woke up 7 a.m. kind of in that like panic, like, oh my God, where am I? Oh, and then I was like, oh shit, I was at the bar. I'm in San Diego. Fell back asleep, woke up, most hungover I've ever been in my entire life. I wanted to get to the convention center Friday at like 11 a.m. I didn't get there till 3. I got breakfast at 1, and every bite, I like stopped to eat like this. Manually breathing because I was fighting back fucking nausea the entire time. For like 2 hours, I was fucking so nauseous. I was immediately after breakfast gonna go to the convention center, but I had a pounding headache, and I was like, if people walk up to me and they're like, super, I'm gonna throw up on the floor. That would be too mentally overwhelming. So I took a nap, showed up, was perfectly fine, didn't feel hungover anymore, and I got a bunch of people walked up to me. One guy gave me a fucking custom keyboard, which is fucking badass. They said their name was Jack. I already looked at it, so this isn't like a reveal for me. I've already seen this. Yeah, they signed the back. Look at this, bro. Custom keyboard. Wait, hear the keys? Fire. He said that he makes keyboards for queso, and I was like, oh, that's cool. A few other people gave me like stickers and stuff, which was nice, but I took a lot of pictures, a lot of videos. That night, I didn't want to get too drunk Friday night because I had rivals Saturday morning, and if I was as hungover as I was Friday morning, Saturday morning, I would have thrown up on the rival stage. If I had to stream for 2 hours with like bright studio lights in my face, I would have been done. Sneeg and Chris were actively trying to convince me to drink a margarita tower with them Friday night. It was like 1 a.m. and I'm like, bro, we need to go to bed soon. We have to compete in like 9 hours. And they're like, bro, let's do a margarita tower. It's like 10 drinks. I'm like, fuck no. And normally I'm a guy that would be like, oh yeah, for sure. They shamed me, and I felt bad, but I did want to do it. But I made the logical decision not to, chat, and we got fucking second place. So that's why, because if we dead ass, I'm so sure of it, we would have gotten last. We have the Rivals event Saturday. They fucking mic me up. My shorts were really short. Everybody was making fun of me for it. And I got these new Gymshark shorts because I need new shorts and I hadn't worn them before. And bro, they were like a 4-inch inseam and it looked like I was wearing booty shorts on stage. Oh my God, and I got some string bean ass legs. I kept hyper focusing on that. I was like, they're too short, aren't they? I kept pulling them down. Ugh! Anyways, we were at the Rivals event, and we really wanted to cheese it. We were going to be such losers on this event here, where we were going to come up with a code that, like, told you where the exact... This is, like, code names where you have to give hints. We were going to, like, cheese the fuck out of it. Ended up not doing it. And honestly, it probably would have been worse if we did do it. So, I'm glad that we didn't. Anyways, we had the Rivals event. We ended up getting second place, which was fun. Ludwig's team beat us, but I think we did really well. The one thing I gotta say to Twitch Rivals, I don't think that the performative commentary is it, in my opinion. 80% of the Rivals event is like this stuff where there's like commentators that are doing bits. I didn't show it a lot. This is my stream, but this is it.
To location of the glitch. Chelsea, are the teams ready to go?
They made a whole story about a glitch being stolen, and there was like, bro, we're just playing mini games. And every Rivals event, I don't know, I'm not dissing the commentators. I know the Austin show, like, I know the people that were running it. They did a great job. I just think, like, the creative direction is just, like, weird. We're all gamers competing in a video game event. Why not have a streamer be a streamer, right? And commentate the event in a streamer fashion. Why are they going...
The glitch! It was stolen! Who must have taken it? I don't know. Did you? Did you? Oh, let's find out.
Oh my God, I'm dying on the inside. I'm dying on the inside. Why are we just have somebody commentate the event? That is the only complaint. The event was awesome. The staff was amazing. Like when we had this like interactive LED screen, that's fucking sick. Right? People aren't going to get involved into the story, especially from my viewer perspective. If you're watching the Rivals page, it makes sense because you're watching the story unfold and they're controlling the direction of cuts. If you're watching the Joe Bart stream, 80% of the stream is me, right? And Sneeg and Zeusy and Chris. And we're just competing. But then, like, randomly, it cuts back to the story. And if you're watching my stream, the story doesn't make any sense because you didn't even see the first part of the story. You didn't see the part of the glitch. You didn't see all that. So it's like, the story only works if you're watching the raw Twitch feed the entire time. Anyways, we leave the event. Also, saw this sign everywhere. Off topic. I had to take a picture of it. Danger of death. Keep off. This is just in the middle of the sidewalk. Is there like an electrical... What the fuck is under this where it says danger of death? What? It's just on... And there was like 10 of them. Did you touch it? No. But okay, I will say, you see how there's a hole in here? I really think they just shouldn't have the danger sign. I know that's a legal protection, but if you tell me danger of death and it's a guy getting electrocuted, I actually think I felt more motivated to grab whatever pipe this was. Anyways, didn't really do much after that. Kind of wandered the city. This is why I didn't vlog it, because I wanted to just tell stories about stuff I thought was interesting rather than just like redoing random San Diego shit. The last night we were there, we went to a bar called Fat Tuesdays, and I was already really drunk, and I wanted to get a slushie. I love cherry slushies, and the only cherry flavored looking one they had was called Cat 5 Hurricane, and we had a flight to catch in 6 hours at the time I ordered this, and I'm like sipping it and it just tastes like straight rum. And I'm like, hey, what? Like, I walk up to the worker. I'm like, how strong is this? Like, she goes, oh, that's our strongest one. They have like 20 different slushies. So we're all just passing it around trying to chug it. I'm smoking a joint. Some guy, I am messed up at this point. I'm like, I need to go home, go to bed. Some guy walks up to me. He's like, Joe Bart, small fries. He's like, you know small fries. I'm like, yeah, I do know small fries. Can we get a picture? I go, yeah. We take a photo. I look blasted in that. And he's like, he starts talking so fast. You gotta know we're all gonna be huge soon. So this is someone, this is someone, this is someone. He introduced me to 4 people in 5 seconds. He's like, you're gonna remember our names, right? And I go, no. in the least dickheadish way. I'm like, they see me, I'm holding a lit joint. I'm like, I am not gonna remember you guys. I am not gonna remember you guys. Right before that, we were at a Minecraft party for MCC, and all the drinks were Minecraft themed. So you got like a suspicious brew. I kept getting the creepers hug. The first two, I felt really cringy walking up. You know when you go to like Cold Stone and you have to order a size and it's not like small, medium, large. It's like, I'm feeling hungry. Can I get the chocolate ice cream in the I'm feeling hungry size or some shit? So I walk up, I'm like, the bartender's like, what do you want? I'm like, could I get a Queepa hug? Could I get an Endoportal? Could I get an Endoportal? I'm fucking asking for these stupid fucking drink names. But they were so good. Oh my God. The creepers hug, chat. When I tell you, that was a top 10 mixed drink. It was like green. It was like neon green, like it's sludge. Fucking chug that shit. Anyways. Oh, there's one more thing I wanted to show before we get to the end of the story, but not really the end. I would say the most interesting thing that happened the entire trip was at the airport on the way home. I think I almost got murdered. Where is the one image I want to show real quick? Oh, we went to this one bar. Okay, a lot of this revolves around drinking, and I know that's kind of insane that like that's all I'm talking about, but that's like effectively all I did there outside of like meetings and rivals events. And I'm not going to be like, yeah, so I actually had this cool meeting with my manager. It's not fun to talk about. I went to this one bar. Guess how much this pint, or not even, I don't even know what a pint is. This was 32 ounces of beer, however much that is. Is that a pint? This was $6. I was like, wow, what a steal. I felt like a dad. Anyways, that Monday, so yesterday we went home and we had a flight to catch like 9 a.m. Oh my God, one more thing, I'm remembering it. We ordered room service one day and the guy fucking shows up and he has a whole cart of it. And I'm sitting there like about to grab the plate from him and he goes, where do you want it? And I go, no, because I hate when they walk in the room. I don't want you to, it feels so weird when like a hotel worker walks into my hotel room while I'm there. So I'm like, you could just put it right here. And he starts like taking all the plates off and putting them there. And I'm just like standing there like, and it's like 3 minutes. He's like moving stuff around. And then he hands me a bill with a, like in one of the black envelopes. And I'm like, does this charge to the room or do I have to give you a card? And he didn't speak English. He knew how to say, I'm not making fun of that. Nothing's wrong with that, by the way. It was just the language barrier made this part specifically really hard. He was like, where do I put it? I go, is this getting charged to the room or am I giving you my card? He goes, and I'm trying to go, do I give you money now? I literally say, do I give you money now? Or is this charging the room? And he goes, yes, money. I'm like, can I give you a tip in cash? And he goes, yes. And so I give him like a $20 tip and he just walks out. And I'm like, okay, I guess it's getting charged to the room. We start eating. 5 minutes go by. I hear like knocking on the door. I'm like, I know it's him. Yeah, I'm like, so I walk out, open the door. Sure enough, he's standing there holding the fucking bill still. He's like, I need you to sign this. And it was a different thing that saying that I wanted it charged to the room. Dude, he didn't even have like the portable card machine. So I sign it. He goes, have a nice day, walks away. And he was like such a nice guy. But I just thought that was fucking hilarious because I'm trying to convey to him like, hey, you know, there being a language barrier, me trying to ask if this is getting charged to the room or I'm paying now and if I'm able to use card or cash is like the hardest thing to explain to somebody. So anyways, Monday we leave. It's like 7 a.m. and we get to the airport. I eat a fucking $30 breakfast sandwich, which is insane. They're charging that amount of money. It was like $26 plus tax or whatever the fuck. And it was mid as shit. I just hate airports. I actually hate airports, how much money they fucking charge for everything. Right before we get in and go get breakfast, there's this line. It's a long fucking TSA line. You know, the government shut down. A lot of airports are running slower. And San Diego's just huge. The convention just ended. So there's probably 500 people in line. And it cuts off at one segment and then starts again. There's like a walkway. And this is where TSA is. There's a walkway and then there's a huge queue of about 200 to 300 people. And we're at the end of the first queue walking to the second. And this woman just walks right up and skips 85% of the line. And I go, excuse I've had this happen many times before, and I've always been a bitch. I've always never said anything. And this time, I said, I'm not doing this shit anymore. I walk up to her, right up to her. I go, excuse me, ma'am, excuse me. And she ignores me the first 2 times. Straight up fucking, I know she hears me. I'm standing right behind her. I go, excuse me, ma'am. And she finally turns around. She goes, yeah? I go, you just skipped the entire line. The line's all the way back there. She goes, oh. She literally like grips her purse and goes, oh, where? Right there. You fucking see the line. And I know that it was stupid because there's like a gap. So yes, you could just walk up to it, but the line is half of your peripheral vision. You see the line. What do you think? People are just standing in line for nothing? So I go all the way back there. She goes, oh, okay. And I know it's one person, but it's like, it's one person every 10 people. And no one ever stops them. You know, if you cut in line and you get away with it, I'm not mad at you. But if you cut in line in front of me, best fucking believe I'm telling your ass to get the fuck out of line. Because I'm done with that, bro. The amount of people that just cut in line and then everybody just stands there and goes, fucking tell him to fuck off. Tell him to go to the back of the fucking line. Tell him to go to the back of the fucking line. We get through. And I go take a shit. I have to take a shit after this breakfast sandwich. I don't want to poop on the plane. So I go to the bathroom, I lock the door, and I'm taking a shit. And it's like one of those little metal locks where you twist the knob and it pops out. And I put it in and I check the door. I go like this. And it doesn't unlock. So I go, I'm good. I'm taking a shit, stimming on my phone. And I look up, and as I look up, I see a hand grabbing the fucking door. Like this part of his hand's on the inside of the door. He's opening the door. It's like halfway open. I go, yo! Slam that shit shut. Yo! That's word for word. I go, yo! I shut the door. It like clips his pinky. No word on his end. I'm holding it shut now. He starts pushing it again. I go, what the fuck? And I'm holding that. I'm holding it shut. I feel the resistance. He's still pushing. It's been like 10 seconds. I go, bro, stop. And I fucking shut it, and I hear nothing from him the entire time. I fucking wipe my ass. I get out, nowhere to be found. I'm like, bro, that was fucking weird. I get the first push. You going, oh, maybe let me just check. You know, if the stall door's open. And I guess he pushed hard enough that it just moved the lock. But then he hears me say, yo, feels the resistance, and it shuts on him. He keeps pushing. I'm like, what do you want to see me fucking just taking a dump, buddy? And the whole time, I'm always so nervous, bro. Anybody else have this weird fear that when you're taking a shit, because when you're taking a shit, you're vulnerable. You're literally like 1 out of 10 survivability taking a dump. Like, you're cooked if anything happens. You got shit in your ass. Your pants are around your ankles. So I'm always worried that when I look up, there's just gonna be some guy like looking over, because I think my ass right there would have a heart attack and die. So now I'm I'm uneased. We get on the plane. It's Brook aisle, me middle, stranger window. We get on the plane. Also, everybody stands in line at a fucking airport. You're group 9! You're group 9! They're letting first class veterans and disabled people on the plane. Sit the fuck down. Why are you just standing there with your fucking dick in your hand doing nothing? I half fall asleep. We board the plane. We're like group 4 or some shit. Group 5. I push past all. I think they're in line. They're not in line. They're just hovering around. So I'm like, are you group 5? No, we're group 8. No, we're group 8. Sorry, no, you could go first. Get out of the fucking line, dumbass. So I go fucking beep, 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 and she scans my ticket. I go to sit down. It's a kid wearing a Phillies flat brim hat and pit vipers. And I go, oh my God, this kid's gonna recognize me. I go, oh no, this kid's gonna recognize me. I hope not. Because I'm hungover, tired, and sick. Please. And I don't see his face. So I just see the glasses and the hat, and I'm like, oh no. I sit down, kid's like 8 years old, alone. And I'm like, are you flying like unaccompanied minor or some shit? Like I did that when I was a kid, where you have like a little badge and you fly alone and they like check you. His dad's like 6 seats away aisle and checks on him like 4 hours into the flight. I'm like, if I'm the dad, I'd give my kid the aisle seat and make myself sit window. I'm like, why are you making your 8-year-old kid sit window? Like, I understand you booked a flight. You may have not been able to get 2 seats close to each other. Why are you not giving your kid like aisle so it's not awkward? Because now I sit down and I go, this kid's gonna have to piss 8 times and my ass wants to 4 hours, fall asleep, and, you know, get up and, just zombie walk out of the plane. Flight's about to take off. I look to my left. Bro is writing a 9-page essay, like a savant or something. Like, he is like, and he's like a super genius or some shit. Like a super genius. He's typing up a 9-page essay. Like, I see this on Google Doc. He has it like titled. He's like going over his notes. Like, what the fuck? I pass out. I wake up. He has a Mr. Beast, like, styled, like, briefcase. Like, a metal briefcase. It's not Mr. Beast themed, but it's what you would see in a Mr. Beast video with, like, $100,000 in it. He has a Mr. Beast briefcase looking thing, like, silver. He cracks it open, and now I'm like, what is in that? It's all colored pencils. Very... like good looking quality colored pencils. I'm like, what is he gonna like? So I'm like half asleep. I'm like, what is this kid? He takes out one pencil, closes it, and then he breaks out. I swear to God, looks like the first book that's ever been created. Like, you know when a book is so old, the pages are like orange and it smells weird? That's the book that this kid opened up. And he starts reading it, like he's holding it with his thumb, and he's reading it and just taking notes. And I'm like, dude, this kid is acting like he's 80 years old. Then I fall asleep again. I'm starting to think maybe this kid is in 8. But then the waitress comes by. She goes, does anybody want a drink? Anybody want a drink? He goes, excuse me. I'm like, what is this kid about to order? A fucking Miller Lite? Can I get an apple juice? I'm like, yeah, he's 8. So he asked for an apple juice. And I'm like, yeah, okay, here we go. I fall back asleep again. Brooke wakes me up. And I'm like, she like shakes me awake. I'm like, oh, what? She points. And he's just standing, staring at me. I'm like, what the fuck? She's like, oh, he needs to use the bathroom. I'm like, oh, like, why is he fucking standing, staring at me? He's like, he's literally like, just waiting for me to get up. I fucking like move. He's like already trying to move by me. So I just like pick my legs up. He moves by. I go take a piss. He's sitting back down. He has like earbuds in. He's watching like The Breakfast Club from like the 80s. I don't know if it was The Breakfast Club. It's some old ass movie. And this, we're like, it's like a 5.5 hour flight. We're like 4 hours in. The dad gets up. He goes, yo, you good? Kid goes, yeah, I'm fine. Kid proceeds to pull out like 5 snack bag size of Doritos and houses all of them. Like the remaining hour and a half of this is the most fascinating kid that I think I've ever seen. He's writing a 9-page essay. He has a weird like lockbox briefcase full of colored pencils. He's wearing pit vipers on an airplane, orders apple juice, then eats 5 bags of Doritos watching 90s films. It was so odd. I don't want to say the hope for humanity, but he wasn't like a brain rotted Gen Alpha kid. He was like a smart kid that had like regular hobbies, like coloring and watching movies, not skibbity toilet. We get off the plane. He walks off and dude literally just proceeds to have like an in-depth conversation with his dad. I'm like, I feel like this kid has to have an IQ of like 180. Like this kid's gonna be a billionaire someday. What the fuck? Like I've never seen somebody that smart that young. That's basically the end of the story. Oh my God, no it's not. Oh my God, no it's not. We have to get on a bus to go get my car. When we're on the bus, we get on and some guy, he might be watching stream right now. I'm gonna let you know, you're a nice guy. The way that you started this conversation was very off-putting. Everybody, this is a bus of like 20 people. The guy lets like 30 people on. We're packed, right? And we're all getting off at different stops and there's people standing crammed on the walkway. So I'm like, this guy better hope that the people that need to get off first are the people that got on last. Because if the back of the bus needs to get off, this is fucked. And so at the first bus stop, everybody that was in the middle had to get off so this person in the back could get off. And then everybody had to get back on the bus. It was so stupid. It's this group of like 4 people. They're probably in their mid-20s. And this one guy, I get on the bus, sit down, and I do like a glance to my left and right. And he's just, I look to my left and he's just, I look at him and I look away. And I go, uh-oh. I like just sit on my phone and I see him staring at me and he shows his friend his phone and I go, I know he knows who I am. And he starts talking to his friend and he goes, isn't it weird how he says something along these lines? Isn't it weird how like we know everything about them, but they know nothing about us? And when I hear that, I go, what the fuck? What the fuck? At some point, his friend goes, oh, Joe. Not to me, but about me. And I go, what's up? And they go, oh, it's you. And then he has a regular conversation with me about how he went to TwitchCon and saw other streamers. And I'm like, hey man, fucking just say that. Dude, you sound like a serial killer the way you introed that. You're talking about streamers and you're like, isn't it weird how we know everything about them, but they know nothing? Yeah, that's fucking Why are you saying that fucking 4 feet away from me? And then they were nice. They were nice people. And I didn't say anything, but I'm like, bro, if you're seeing this, just fucking just start off with that. Just say, oh, are you Joe? And then it would have been normal. So I was a little short, but I was also tired. And that was it. That was the trip. It was fun. I had fun. It was me. Sorry for trolling. Me and my friend were just having a funny thing. I feel like you're lying. Like, the amount of people in my chat that are like, hey, that was me. Sorry. Hey, that was me. I wasn't trying to be weird or anything. Bro, just making shit up. All right, chat. Lock in. Oh my God! I have another story. Saturday, I got this weed spray in San Diego, and one spray is 5 milligrams. And that's not that much. And I've done the spray before. And we had just gotten done the Twitch Rivals event. And we were eating at a restaurant called Bub's. While we were at this restaurant, we were like, let's do the spray. And it's basically like a mouth spray that you spray under your tongue. One time is 5 milligrams. So 5 milligrams every spray. I've had like 4 drinks. I would be fine with being like slightly high. I do 2 sprays. We then go to one more bar. I get like 2 drinks and we go and get ready for dinner. While I'm laying on the bed, I'm watching TikToks and I feel my eyes starting to slightly go. I stand up and I'm like, I am a lot higher than I would like to be. And I say that. And Brooke goes, me too. Because she did 1 spray. And I'm like, really? I was like, this is supposed to be pretty weak though. And so I shower, get ready. As we leave, I'm like, it's like 8 at night. 8:30. There was supposed to be this Chief Keef party that I was supposed to go to. Ended up not really wanting to go. So we just didn't. But at the time, I was like, we should try and make the Chief Keef party. So we were like, let's go get food real quick. So we go to the sushi place. We're walking there. As I'm walking there, I am at the highest high that I will be. I am borderline paranoid. And we're walking like a mile to this place. And if you've never been to San Diego, San Diego's a really nice city, but there's certain blocks that have a lot sketchier of a vibe. Lower level lights, a lot of homeless people, and people that are kind of just like standing and hovering. And I'm not judging those people, but it's like, makes you feel more unsafe, you know? If I'm in a more dimly lit street and there's people that are kind of like obviously on drugs walking around me. We're passing these people and I am like full paranoid. I'm at the level of high where I think everybody knows I'm high and they're going to say something to me that I look high. So we get to the restaurant. It's packed. I'm like, table for 2? She goes, we don't have a table for 2. You could sit at the bar. In my head, I go, oh no. Because sitting at the bar means I have to sit next to other people. I'm like, yeah, sure, whatever. We'll sit at the bar. So we sit down. The waiter walks up and he's talking to us and he looks at me and I'm like, he knows I'm high. He knows I'm high. My eyes are so red. Like literally like tomato red. I asked for a Diet Coke. He fucking brings it over to me. I finish it. He brings me another one. Doesn't even ask. Goat. Feel like he definitely knew that I had like dry mouth. I order way too much food and I eat the first rolls and appetizers. They're so good. Then he brings out like the nigiri and I don't say nigiri right. He says it right. And I could tell that he was kind of judging me that I said nigiri instead of the way that you're supposed to say it. I can't say it and I'm not going to attempt to because I feel like I could come off wrong. So he brings it out and I'm staring at, I ordered like 4 pieces of fucking tuna, salmon, fucking yellowtail. I got crab. I got so much shit and I'm looking at that and I'm like, that looks disgusting. I love sushi, but as high as I was, I'm like, I'm about to eat raw fish. And so I'm eating it and it's the biggest pieces of fish I've ever fucking seen. And I'm chewing it and it's filled my whole mouth and I'm going like this. And Brooke's staring at me. She's like, are you okay? I'm like, yeah, it's just so much. It's so much raw fish. And I'm like slamming it down. We leave. And I'm like, that was the worst fucking sushi I've ever had. And it's not even because the sushi was bad. It was because I was too high to enjoy it. Finally, like, I'm coming down from it and we're walking back. And there is this guy that is just, I'm not making fun of him. I'm not judging him. He scared the shit out of me. He looked like he had gotten struck by lightning, covered it, like I'm talking like hair, like literally looked like he was cartoonishly struck by lightning. He was covered in dirt. He was staring at us. And when we walked by him, he went, like, I'm like holding my breath as I'm passing him. I'm like, dude, I feel like it was so scary. There was this one other guy at the first day. It's me, Sneeg, Hannah, Sneeg's wife, and Brooke. And this one dude who was on like fucking bath salts or some shit walks right up to us. Out of nowhere. We're leaving the Twitchcon party, going to another bar. He goes, stop fucking staring at me. You want to fucking go? And I'm like, what? Out of literally like darts across the street, makes eye contact with us, and he starts following, like tailing us from behind. And I like keep snapping my head, and I literally say to Sneeg, I'm like, bro, we might have to like fucking fight this guy. Like unironically, we might have to fucking fight this guy. He ends up like darting across the street and then harassing this other group. And I don't want to say I was happy because I felt bad for them, but I was like, thank fuck, I don't have to fucking deal with that guy anymore. That was like the two bad experiences there.